This building has been the meeting place for the Legislative Assembly of Ontario since 1893. I'm Stephanie Matisse, here to give you a sneak peek before one of the year's most popular events. Doors Open in Toronto is a spring highlight, and this is one of the hottest spots for visitors.
Our tour guide today is Patrick. First stop, the Legislative Maces.
And that is what starts Parliament, when the mace is placed inside the chamber. Because today Parliament is not in session, we like to put it on display since it's a pretty beautiful object.
Crafted in 1867, Canada's Confederation. Made of copper and plated in 24-karat gold, with 2 Ontario diamonds in the crown.
It's actually usually only the Sergeant-at-Arms who's allowed to hold it. That is the Chief Protector of Parliament, our head of security, but also has that added ceremonial role of holding the mace and carrying it into the chamber every morning, which is a symbol that represents royal authority and power.
We head over to one of the newest pieces in the Legislative Assembly, a bust created by Afrofuturist artist Quentin Vercetti.
Lincoln Alexander, first black man to be elected as a member of Parliament, and also the first black person anywhere in Canada to be appointed to a vice-regal position.
The bust has replicas of his Second World War medals. The base, or plinth, inspired by Star Wars because Alexander was a big fan. And his glasses say Link because that's what all his friends called him. The artist added this, representing Ghana's kente cloth.
He was really inspired by the strength and diversity of African peoples, and he really wanted to work hard to bring kind of equality to people of color here in Canada and in Ontario.
One piece of art that stopped me in my tracks was this one, the foreclosure of the mortgage.
It's a poignant snapshot of life in a frame. If you're a visual arts fan, these halls are a feast for the eyes.
This is the people's house, after all, so, encouraging people to be involved in civic life and politics here in Ontario. We'll go through these beautiful, detailed doors into the chamber, where our 124 members of provincial parliament meet to debate, vote on, and create legislation for the province of Ontario. When I bring kids in, the really funny thing is that they will often say, okay, but where's the real place where the MPPs work? This is it. And they're like, they work here, but it's so fancy.
The wood is mostly sycamore and mahogany, with original details carved from when the building first opened in 1893. There are creatures and faces, allegories or lessons reminding those in here of their responsibilities.
The owl is actually looking down on the government side. The owl represents wisdom. It's a reminder to the government that they should rule wisely. If you look on the other side, you can see an eagle looks down on the opposition side. It's a reminder to the opposition to keep an eagle eye on the government, as the opposition, part of their job is to hold the government to account for everything they say and do.
Many of these details were inspired by medieval symbolism, beautiful and historically significant, but lacking Indigenous representation. With one very important exception, the 7 grandfather teachings, created by Indigenous artist Garrett Nadi.
This is the Anishinaabe version of it. Essentially, it's that a long time ago, each one of these animals taught the people a lesson, a way you should live your life.
Right.
And it's said that if you follow all 7 of their teachings, that you will live a good life. The eagle taught love, the beaver wisdom, the turtle taught truth, the wolf humility, the bison respect, the bear courage, and the raven honesty.
Oh, beautiful.
Patrick and I are at our last stop to talk about the Premier's portraits.
It's a really nice reminder of the history and the legacy that they've all left.
The most recent, Kathleen Wynne, Premier until 2018. Artist Linda Dobbs worked closely with the former leader to curate the details.
We've only just scratched the surface here.
Yes, there's so many stories about this place, so many little details.
For Doors Open, visitors enter through security, then can go on a self-guided tour starting at 10 a.m. and the last entry is at 4. Arrive early to avoid disappointment.
But if you're not up for the crowds or you prefer a guided tour, they happen all the time, 30-minute tours all year long. Just plan ahead. You can search for OLA, Learn, Visit, Tour, and you'll find the link to book online. For the Legislative Assembly of Ontario, I'm Stephanie Matisse.